Hello, it's your boy, Big Dick Billy, back at it again. So basically, recently I've caught myself like talking to myself, you know what I'm saying? Like just rambling and yapping, going on and on about some things that have been in my mind recently. And at some point I was like, you know what, why don't I make a video about it? You know what I'm saying? So, this I don't know. I don't even know if I'm gonna post this video, but so basically in this video, I'm just gonna talk about what I've been thinking about lately, and wait, hold on. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, yeah. So basically, I've been thinking about how capitalism is you know, I feel like it's a good system, you know. I feel like if it wasn't for money, nobody would be like working, nobody would put their heart out, put like literally put their blood, sweat, and tears into something, because if there's no reward for it, like why do it? But yeah, but recently I realized that capitalism is really, it's got some side effects, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's take, like, for example, the porn industry. You know, I mean, I still can't comprehend how, like, this stuff is not, like, age restricted and stuff like that. You know, if I were to, like, buy cigarettes, I would have to show my ID. And if I were, like, show my ID and, like, verify that I'm of age to, like, purchase this item. But, you know, with pornography, it's just, I can literally pull it up on my phone right now, which obviously I'm not gonna do, because that'll be pretty degenerate. But yeah, and I've been, that thought kept like circulating in my mind, like why is this not age restricted? It's so bad. Like, so many little kids are like being affected by this. You know, it's really bad. It's really addictive, and it's just a shortcut to pleasure with no consequences. So, like how Jordan Peterson said it, like I'll have to quote Jordan Peterson. You know, he said it. It's really bad, and it is. But the more I put my thought into it, I realized the single reason why, like, pornography isn't age restricted, and you don't need like an age verification to like watch this kind of, you know, degenerate content, is because it makes them money. Like, it makes them so much money. Like, imagine how many underage people do you know that view porn? Like, I'll go as far as to say that, like, probably like 60 to like 70% of like the pornography viewing population is probably underage, bro. Like, literally. Like, when you're, you know, obviously not an adult, your brain hasn't like fully developed yet, and you don't have like self-control as much as like some of these adults do, and it's really easy to get addicted to it. And I think it's a really big problem, and that problem is caused because of capitalism, because it makes them money. Like literally, if if all like if all like pornography websites were age restricted like tomorrow, they'll literally go out of business because like they lost 60% of their viewers just like that. You know, another example is the pharmaceutical companies. I mean, I've talked about this before in my previous video, but you know, I've heard that in the U.S. and a lot of countries in the western side of the world, they like give you out like antidepressants or like medication that helps with like regulating your mood and stuff like that. Like for example, in Korea, it's pretty dang hard to like get those medications, you know. And I feel like in the western side of the world, it's just like getting those medications, it's like taking aspirin, you know. It's just if you get a cold, you get aspirin. I mean, if you have a headache, you get aspirin. Like, and that's just how they think of it. But I think a lot of like, I mean, don't get me wrong, like mental health issues is an issue, but I feel like like a lot of a lot of those people are misdiagnosed because once you start like taking Xanax or like ADD pills, you have to keep taking them. And from what I've heard, they're not cheap. Like these medications aren't cheap. So, and obviously there are a lot of side effects to like Xanax and ADD pills. You lose like I've heard if you take ADD pills, you lose like appetite and like you really can't sleep and like you can't really feel emotions and stuff like that. And there are side effects to it, but like these pharmaceutical companies would push these medications and misdiagnose them because honestly, it makes them a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? Like so, I feel like that's another, you know, that's that's another side effect when it comes to like capitalism. I mean, as good as it is, I mean, we literally like nobody would be like working if it wasn't for capitalism. Like the world wouldn't have been this advanced if it wasn't for capitalism, and we wouldn't be. I wouldn't be lucky enough to like live inside, live under a roof, and like have food if it wasn't for capitalism. But there are problems with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and lastly, uh, I'll talk about like the short form content. You know, I feel like everybody knows watching like TikTok, Instagram reels, and YouTube Shorts is really bad because it shortens your attention span and like it gets you it only like your brain only starts getting stimulated by these short little 5-second clips, which you know it's gonna regulate your mood. It's gonna regulate how you view the world. Like the rest of the world is gonna be completely boring compared to this like 5 second, 5 to like 20 second short videos. And obviously it's not good for the human race in terms of your mental, but companies are pushing it. Like TikTok, Instagram reels are so popular because it's so addictive, and people watch it all the time, and ultimately it makes them money by profiting off of other people's attention spans. And honestly, I'm no saint. Like I've made videos that are like very stimulating, you know. I upload shorts on my videos too, and I've been contemplating if I should like make a TikTok account or like an Instagram account that I can like push my content to everyone else and get them addicted so they can watch my videos. I mean, it profits me, but doesn't profit you, you know. If you're watching this video, I don't even know if I'm gonna post it, but if you're watching this video like and you still have things that you gotta do, like you're watching it because you're like procrastinating and stuff, like I'm taking time away from you. Like low key, I'm profiting off of your despair, which is kind of messed up. But that's just how the world is now. You gotta look out for yourself. I mean, short form contents are not going anywhere, bro. Like they're so popular for a reason. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like you can't completely cut it out. I mean, if you can completely cut it out, oh sure, but you know, at least you gotta like regulate it. You know what I'm saying? No, you can't just expect to get ahead of everyone by start reading the Bible. You know, that's just this is way too slow.